welcome to my top 10 most anticipated and noteworthy comics for January 24th, 2024. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and hopefully this list does help you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And guys, before we get started, I just gotta give that quick shout out to Whatnot. Guys, if you've never downloaded Whatnot today, there is a link in my description box below, and when you use my link, create your profile, and win your first auction, you're going to get a $15 credit. So whether you're a collector of comic books, baseball, football cards, Hot Wheel cars, whatever it is that you can collect, use my link in the description box below. Get yourself 15 bucks. All right, guys, so here we go. The book that's on the hot seat. And let me tell you, I feel like it's a very light week for comics. Not a lot of great stuff, but we're going to talk about it. And the hot seat goes to Power Pack Into the Storm. This is issue 1. So Alex, Julie, and Jack and Katie Power are superhero siblings determined to do their part in saving the world, right? But their parents don't want to know that they actually have superpowers. They don't want them doing that stuff. But for some reason, Franklin Richards is in this comic book, and they're going to be teaming up with him, and they're going to be going out on some adventures, okay? I'd never read a Power Pack comic book in my life. Like, I have no idea who they are, what they're about, anything like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be into this. That's why this one is on the hot seat. This is 28 pages, and this is a $4 comic book. Let's go to a book that I do know, and this is Green Arrow. This is Green Arrow, issue 8, the Emerald Archer versus the Onopotipia? I don't even know what that word says, man. So Green Arrow is back. We got to see him in the last issue, in issue 7, just reuniting with everybody. He's trying to figure out what's going on. He's beside himself, saying, oh my God, I can't believe that the Justice League are no longer together, because he was away for a very long time in different universes, and he's finally gotten back with all his loved ones and family, and he's just trying to get reacquainted with everything. And he's trying to strategize and figure out who's behind all the bad stuff that's going on. Is it Amanda Waller? Is it not Amanda Waller? Like, what's happening? Because he's trying to find Speedy. So I think that's pretty cool. I think this has been a great book with great artwork. This is 32 pages, and this one is $4. All right, coming in at number 10, and yeah, this is the Resurrection of Magneto, issue 1. Listen, I didn't even read the death of Magneto, so I don't even know like how he died and what's the point of him coming back at this point. But being that it's such a light comic book week just in general, I might as well check out the return of Magneto and what his impact is going to be with the whole mutant situation that's going on with the Fall of X and whatnot. So whether it's good or not, I don't know. This is a 40-page comic book for $6. Moving on to number 9. This is Crashdown. This is issue 1. So I'm excited for this book. This is Tom Garcia's comic. This is Comic Tom 101, and he's been talking about this comic book for quite a while. And whenever somebody can create their own comic book, I think that's pretty badass. And being that he's doing his own, just adds something to his resume, right? So he's doing something that he's always wanted to do. It sounds like a pretty interesting story about these guys exploring this particular planet, and it crashes down and whatnot. So I don't know, man. I think this is going to be pretty cool, and the comic is $3.99. I wish him the best of luck on this comic, so I'm happy to support him. Moving on to number 8. This is Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099 issue 4. So issue 1 had to do with zombies. Issue 2 had to do with like Dracula and Moon Knight. I think issue 3 has to deal with like werewolf, which that one's coming out this current comic book week. And now issue 4 has Terror Incorporated, which I remember them slightly, but I don't remember, like, I remember of them slightly, but I don't remember what they are and what they do and things like that. So if you guys know in the comments below, like, more detail, just let me know. I don't know. I have no real expectation out of this particular comic. Legacy numbering 101, 28 pages, $5. It's definitely an underwhelming week for sure. Coming in at number 7, we have Universal Monsters Dracula issue 4. This is the final confrontation between Dr. Seward and Van Helsing and Count Dracula. This book has been pretty interesting. I like how Skybound is doing these Universal Monster books. They're doing the Creature from the Dark Lagoon or Black Lagoon or something like that in the near future, which would be kind of cool. Maybe they'll touch on the werewolf. This Dracula one's been neat. The artwork has been, you know, the same artist that's done the, what's it called, Department of Truth. So this is an okay book. I thought that the last issue was almost more of the same, but it's still cool to read, right? So I don't know, we'll see. Again, underwhelming. Coming in at number 6, it's so underwhelming, in fact, that I'm going to have a tie-in book from Beast World be my number 6 book, and this is Beast World Tour Cities. Oh my god. Titans Beast World Tour Star City. This is issue 1. The reason why I have some kind of interest in this is because, yes, Beast World has been pretty good. We have, I think Joshua Williamson is the one that's writing this book, and I think it's Green Arrow, so why not check it out, see what their involvement is in the whole Beast World situation. It's going to be the entire Arrow family, so yeah, why not? 48 pages, $6. Top 5. Probably a lot of you guys don't agree with this one either, but we'll see what happens. Punisher issue 3. So here we have Enter the Fear Master. So we have our new Punisher here, and you know, he is not calling himself the Punisher, but the media is calling him the Punisher. He's the Frank Castle replacement. He's not trying to be, he's just doing his deed. And we found out a little bit of a twist at the end of the last issue, that the reason why people killed his family wasn't because of Frank Castle. It was actually because of his wife and the things that she was doing behind the scenes. So they were going after her and not him. And obviously he's going after the people that killed them, and he's finding out more and more about the truth here. So he's going after this guy of the Fear Master. Is he a Scarecrow ripoff? I don't know, man. We'll see. I personally been enjoying this book. It's not Frank Castle, yeah, but it's different enough to where I'm like, okay, this is fine. You know, it's all right. 28 pages, $5. Coming in at number 4, we have Ghost Machine. This is issue 1. Obviously done by Jeff Johns. This is their whole new imprint here, and this one is kicking off with a 64-page special introducing all the different characters like Geiger, Redcoat, Rook, the Rocket Tellers, and just many other characters. So if you never read Geiger before, you might want to check this one up. I think this could be a pretty good, just in general, imprint. So we'll see, man. 64 pages, like I said, it's $5. Coming in at number 3, we have Superior Spider-Man issue 3, and here we're gonna have Doc Ock remember who he was when he was Superior Spider-Man. All the memories have come back to him at this point, and it looks like he is recreating everything. The base, the Spider Minglings, or minions, I should say. What else does he have? Like arachnoid mechs and all this other stuff, and he's going to be going to war. So I don't know, man. I dig this book. I think it's pretty awesome. I like Dan Slott's writing for this. I like Mark Bagley's artwork. Legacy numbering 48. I don't know why you need a legacy numbering for this. 28 pages, $5. I feel like if you're under 100, there's no legacy numbering until you get to that point. All right, coming in at number 2. Finally, guys, we have Beast World issue 5. So, Waller versus the World. This series has been great. Definitely an underestimated series when it first came out, and now I think it's just awesome. I think what Beast Boy has went through in this series is just, oh my God, it's just gut-wrenching. What Raven went through, just what all the heroes went through, their battles, their struggles, the artwork, just everything in this book. It's just been great, a lot of fun. Kind of reminds me of what comics always used to be, right? Just great stuff here. And it looks like we got Dr. Hate in this issue. This is a 32-page comic. This is $5. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Beast World. Okay, guys, so remember, after number 1, we're not done, as we always have those noteworthy comics to talk about, because maybe your top 10 might be different from my top 10, and then at least I can let you know that these other books are coming out as well. So here we go. And this one, believe it or not, goes to a Star Wars book, which I haven't read any Star Wars in so long, but this is why. This is Star Wars Thrawn Alliances. This is issue 1. So Timothy Zahn is writing this book, and he is the one that wrote those novels back in the day. And I read all 3 of those. Now, it's been years since I've read those, but when I read them, I remember they were really, really good. Can that be duplicated here in this comic series? Could this be the best Star Wars comic that we have read in quite some time, or be the best Star Wars comic ever? I don't know. Time will tell. I'm definitely looking forward to it. 40 pages, $6 comic. Here we go, guys. Noteworthy comics. We're going to kick it off with Marvel Comics, and that goes to X-Force. This is issue 48. We just need to start, guys. Just start fresh already. Stop dragging this stuff out, right? Beast is behind this comic. Then we move on to Al Ewing's The Immortal Thor. This is issue 6. I need to know in the comments below, are you guys still reading Immortal Thor? I've dropped off of it since after issue 3. Next, we have Gods issue 4. I asked the webheads last time, are you still reading Gods? And there was still a few people that actually enjoy it. So good, guys. I'm glad you are. Then we move on to Spider-Woman issue 3. This is the weakest, in my opinion, when it comes to the Gang War tie-ins. I want to see where the story is going to go once Gang War is over. Then we move on to Daredevil Black Armor issue 3. Definitely not my cup of tea. You like that little rhyme? I like that. All right, here we go. DC Comics. We have Flash. This is issue 5. Unfortunately, I stopped this after issue 1. Then we move on to Harley Quinn. We have issue 36. Then we move to Batman the Brave and the Bold. This is issue 9. We have Tom King's Penguin. This is issue 6. We have Power Girl and her lovely variant covers. This is issue 5. We have Amazon's Attack. This is issue 4. Next, we move on to the indie comics. We have Spawn, issue 349. I'm going to be taking on this book once again once it reaches 350, because we have Brett Booth that's going to be on the artwork. Then we move on to the ever crazy and strange comic of Tenement. This is issue 8, done by Jeff Lemire. Then we have a very odd book here. I liked issue 1. Issue 2 was even weirder, and here we go. Issue 3, we have the Holy Roller issue 3. This dude is a vigilante with a bowling ball. That's weird. Then we have Red Sonja issue 7. We move on to more Dynamite Comics. This is Gargoyles Dark Ages issue 5. And then we have Dungeons & Dragons Saturday Morning Adventures issue 1. I guess this is another volume of that, because I think last year they already came out with one. And there you have it, guys. There are my top 10 and most anticipated comics for January 24th, 2024. I want to know what you're most excited for in the comment section below. And as always, guys, I'll leave you more content right here for you to click on. In fact, this is my series after the poll where I talked about all of the comics that I read for the current comic book week. And as always, guys, support those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read the comics. So, guys, I'll see you real soon. In fact, on New Comic Book Day.